it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually not cooking anything, but I am doing a much requested and long awaited video. So today, as you saw from the title, I am going to be talking all about my kitchenwares and tools and appliances. I'm going to take you through all of the things I use in my videos and in my own cooking and where they're from, the brand, and all of that. So let's get into it. So let's start with my number one used cooking tool slash kitchenware, whatever, the good old frying pan. I get questions pretty much every single video about where I get my frying pans and my pots that look like this. So the brand, all it says on the back is Masterclass, and I get them all at HomeSense, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing as Home Goods in the US. So this is a non-stick frying pan. I wouldn't say it's the best quality because I don't know if you can see, but it's already, the coating is being worn off. And I find that happens with a lot of these types of pans. So my next pan that I'm going to be getting in the future is actually a cast iron frying pan, but until then I will keep using this until it gets too scratched. So yeah, I love these ones, especially for my filming because they're really pretty. They have this wooden looking handle, but it's actually kind of like a soft, it almost feels like silicone. It's like really grippy and easy to hold, and I just love this giant shape because it holds all my veggies when I make stir fries. So this is probably my most used frying pan, and then I have the smaller, darker version that's pretty much the exact same thing as this that I use for whenever we're cooking Beyond Burgers, or if I'm just doing a small amount of something. I like to have a giant frying pan and then a small frying pan. So kind of along that same line are my pots. So I have a lot of pots. I have two that I would consider a small pot. So this is the same Masterclass brand. This one has lasted a lot better than the frying pan, maybe just because I use it less, but it still has that same grippy handle. I like this one because it has this little spout, so when I use it for sauces, it's easy to just drizzle it out of the out of the pot. So I have this one, and then I also have this little metal one. This is Remy Olivier stainless steel, 18 out of 10. I don't know if that's the rating, but I'd give it an 18 out of 10 too. This one is amazing. It has lasted a really long time. I also got it from HomeSense. I love the small size, again, for sauces and stuff like that. I have a few more that are this same size, but they're deeper, and then I have a giant stainless steel pot as well. And then my other large size pot is this one. So again, this is the brand Masterclass. I use this pot a lot for cooking rice, pasta, that kind of stuff. And again, got the grippy handle. It's just cute. Okay, the next thing that I get asked about the most every time I use them in a video are sheet pans. So these are the brand Masterclass. Shocker, I got them from HomeSense, another shocker. And they're just non-stick coated metal frying pans. I really like the size of these. They're not too big, and I can fit both of them in my oven at once if I need to. They look cute in videos. Again, this one is like really dirty. They get dirty really easily. This one I kind of save for my videos, but this one I use for a lot of things. And again, it's not the best quality, but they're really cute. This one is a super pretty blue color, so I love that. But as you can see, it gets kind of like rusted and stuff. So if you're looking for stuff that lasts, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this brand, but they are really cute. If I am going to recommend like a sheet pan or a cookie sheet, I just recommend getting a metal one. Don't get it coated if you want it to last for a long time. Okay, my big pink pot. This is like my pride and joy purchase for my kitchen. So this pot is from Le Creuset. It's very expensive. I cannot believe I spent this much on a pot, but it is an enameled cast iron pot or Dutch oven. This brand is amazing. It's been around for forever. They also last forever, even though this is kind of like a coated thing like those. It's nothing like those. This is made to last like probably 60 to 80 years. Lots of people's great grandparents have them and they pass them down, and they're still amazing and in good condition. This stuff doesn't scratch. It's super easy to clean. So I think this was probably between $250 and $300 if I'm remembering correctly, but it was my Christmas gift to myself, and I use it all the time. for literally everything. Like, you can do so much in this. I've made bread in this. I've also made like stews, pastas, curries, you guys know. I love that it doesn't stain and that's really easy to clean. For spatulas and spoons and stuff like that, as you can see, I pretty much go for wooden. I think all of these are from HomeSense. These ones are bamboo. Greg got me a set of these ones for Christmas. Wooden ones are my go-to. I love wooden cooking utensils. I love that it doesn't make your food smell or taste weird sometimes like silicone ones do. But they aren't the most durable and they do stain. So I made curry with this one and it's been yellow ever since. If you leave them in water, they can also get weird stains. And this one used to have a coating, but it kind of came off. So they're better for the environment. They're better than buying plastic ones. I do like them better for cooking, but they don't really seem to last as well as like metal or plastic. That being said, if you use some of the frying pans I have, you can't use metal on them anyway. These are definitely more of a gentle type of utensil to use on all types of frying pans, but I do know if you have cast iron, you're supposed to use metal. So yeah, there you go. And then for spatulas and stuff, I just have little silicone spatulas like this, and these are from HomeSense too. The true pride and joy of my whole entire kitchen, and my whole life kind of, is my Vitamix blender. I have used so many types of blenders. I've used KitchenAids. It pretty much died trying to blend kale. I've used Blendtex. I know they're kind of like Vitamix's competitor and I really, really don't like them. I could make a whole video on blenders, honestly, but I've also used Magic Bullets and Ninjas and all of that. Anyway, long story short, Vitamix is just the best for everything that I've found. I had my first one that I had for 6 years, I'm pretty sure, and it still works absolutely perfect. It blends everything. You never have to soak nuts or anything like that. You can just literally blend anything on the spot and it blends it. So I'm obsessed with Vitamix. I will honestly recommend them to anyone forever. And if you're ever looking to get a blender that's gonna last you 10 plus years, it's gotta be a Vitamix. This is my big food processor. This is, I didn't even know the brand. This is a Black & Decker. It's probably only about a month or two old, but I had a different one, which was Hamilton Beach. It cost, I think, $60, and I used it for 5 years, and then all of a sudden one day it just decided to like pretty much explode. So I do recommend that brand, and it was a good food processor, but this one's definitely better. I think this one was around $130, but you can just feel it is built so much better. You can make nut butter in it, coconut butter, and then obviously everything else you do in a food processor, but it has enough, I guess, motor power that it can make nut butter, which is kind of like my threshold of what I consider a good versus a bad food processor. Like, I don't want one that I'm gonna try and make almond butter in and then it'll just start smoking, or just not even do it at all. So I've had to try a couple different ones. I've had to return ones because they just kind of sucked. So this one is amazing. I also have a small little food processor. You've probably seen it in videos. I'm pretty sure the brand of that one is KitchenAid, and it's like $50, I think, and it's really good for a small food processor. I use it for sauces, for chopping, you know, small things like mushrooms and stuff like that if I don't want to get out the big one. But if you're gonna get a food processor, probably just get a big one, because the little one doesn't really have that much power. Like, you can't actually make anything in it. It's more just for chopping and mixing. And then the last kind of big appliance I wanted to talk about is my stand mixer. So I have a KitchenAid stand mixer. If you watch my curly fries video, which was just a few videos ago, I used it in that. They're just good. Everybody who has one absolutely loves it. They last forever. They're around between $300 and $400, so it's expensive, but it's definitely a worthwhile investment if you like to bake a lot. And then I do also have an electric hand mixer, which is just like the one with the attachable beaters, and that is KitchenAid as well. That was only, I think, maybe $50 to $60, and that one's amazing. I use it for baking cookies and cakes and all that kind of stuff if I don't want to use the big stand mixer. I'll use my stand mixer if I want to knead dough or do anything that, you know, I don't want to be like holding something for a long amount of time. But both of those are amazing. I pretty much only use KitchenAid as my brand for that kind of stuff, just because I trust it the most and I know the quality is there. So this is one of the cooler things I own. Well, I think all of this stuff is cool, but this is like really cool. So this is my milk frother. It is a Nespresso milk frother. I don't use a Nespresso coffee maker. because I find them kind of wasteful, whatever. But I do really, really, really love this milk frother. I think they're about $100, which seems like a lot. He just had to start mowing his lawn. But it is just the most well-constructed, easy to use, best thing I've ever owned. It's literally just like 3 pieces. So you have the lid, and then it just has this little thing which is magnetized inside, so it's so easy to clean. It's literally just these 2 pieces, and then this is what spins around and froths it. And then the best thing is that it froths hot liquids, or if you put milk in, it can froth it and make it warm, or it can froth it and keep it cold. So you just press it once if you want it to be heated and frothed, and then you press and hold for like 2 seconds if you want it to stay cold but be frothy. So if I'm making an iced latte and I want it to still be really foamy and delicious, but I want it to be cold, this is just perfect for that. So this, I can't lift it, but this is my coffee maker. So it is the Philips 3100 espresso machine. It just makes having coffee in the morning so amazing. The only problem is that it has to use whole bean coffee. So if you want to make ground coffee, I have a little French press that, I don't know, it's like $20 or something from the grocery store. But yeah, this one has to take whole bean coffee. Just open it up and take out this little thing, which has all of the little espresso pucks in it. So it's really easy to clean as well. As you can tell, things being easy to clean is like high on my list of priorities with kitchen stuff, but just where I use everything so much, I don't want to spend a long time cleaning. So I hope that this answers your questions on where I got stuff. I hope this was interesting for you guys. If you have any questions, put them below and I will answer them. I'm also going to include a list of everything that I mentioned, if I can find links to it. And I also wanted to mention that most of my dishes that I have, like any cool bowls and plates and stuff, those would all be from HomeSense. I just go to HomeSense and find food props and stuff there. I never really buy full sets of dishes. So most of my cool bowls and stuff, I just have like one of each. And same with like my gold silverware and stuff like that. Gold silverware, gold flatware, I guess you would call it. My forks and knives and spoons that are gold, same thing. I got them at HomeSense. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, put them below. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.